really awful.
It's trash.
I get around.
Yeah, I think it's great.
Yeah, like,
Compared to where we're from,
Yeah,
man,
you
in
guys are from Muskoka, man. Like,
we had no buses, but
you
then we
guys
got
didn't see a
one
bus until you guys came on. Like,
Wow, what is that? That's
No,
a really
it's-
big car.
I had ridden public transit very few times before coming to Ottawa.
I rode like the Toronto subway
Yeah,
a
I've
couple
ridden that.
times. I definitely rode the streetcar in Toronto, but I never did it. Even when I was in Toronto, like for concerts and shit, I still never like went on the bus till now. Now I feel like
It's
feel like
really
a real
uncomfortable
city
at
kid.
first. It's like
is it?
I don't know, man. My first time busing alone when I first came to the city, I remember I thought this place was huge. I was like, man, I
You
remember
get raped.
I remember me and Lucas went out one night.
Son of a funny joke.
And we got out to Montreal Road in like Vanier, I think, right? Is
Yeah.
that where- and it said like next stop, like Montreal. And we were like, oh my god, like we're in Montreal right now. Like, where are we? You know?
Like the OC Trans all the way to Montreal. I've never been
That's
to
really
Montreal.
really?
Yeah, I need to go.
It's nice.
No, I've never been either.
A couple of my friends from work are going. Tatiana.
To party
Shout out-
or
shout out
to,
to Tatiana. Yeah, of course. She's like, what?
I know,
I'm
that's
gonna go
what
to
I was
Montreal to read a fucking book. It's like, you're right. That's just not happening. I need to go on an adventure soon. I feel.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like something needs to happen. There needs to be. Maybe this moving downtown thing will be a thing for me, but like I want to do something. I want to go
You're
to New
moving
York.
to such a hot spot, man.
Yeah, I know.
yeah, your place is. Oh, it's gonna be sick living there.
I'm so excited.
Yeah.
It's gonna be some money. I'm gonna have to like really, 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 really hustle. I need to figure out my shit. I'm gonna need to. I got a lot in my mind with school and with trying to be financially secure.
Are you going back to
with my
school?
life? I'm thinking about it.
Going where?
Seriously thinking about it. I don't know yet. I want to go to Germany.
Yeah, you were telling me.
I really do. That would be like the dream, but I don't know how that'll pan out. I want to live in like I don't want to have like I want to live there because it's just an awesome opportunity anyway, but I want to live in like a major city in Germany. Like, I'd want to live in Munich or like I'd want to live in fucking Berlin or some major city, but all the public colleges that are free tuition for Canadians are like in smaller cities, like Barrie sized and like 120,000 population, even smaller than that, are the public colleges. And public colleges are the ones that are funded by the government, and that's where the international students and domestic students get free tuition.
Yeah.
So I don't know. We'll see how that pans out the next year. A lot has changed in the past 2 months, so a lot can change in the next year too. You know what I'm saying? We always talk about that.
Mhm.
Okay, well, it's the can opener. In front of me, I got returning from the depths of the Badlands. Introduce yourself.
Kaelan McGrath. I'm not too happy about the podcast last time.
I think you're just being self-conscious.
No, I think I just had
I
too
think
much
so.
to drink, and I wasn't articulating myself
So
very
you're
well.
not self-conscious enough.
No, I just think I was fucked up. It wasn't my
I
best
liked it. I
performance.
enjoyed it. People said they enjoyed it. No one said anyone, wow, that Kaelan McGrath it really sounded like a huge dick. Just really not a nice
Who the
guy.
fuck does he think he is?
And to the left,
I'm Jacob Van Dyke, returning guest,
Jacob Van Dyck,
Evan's roommate,
aka
for
Jason
like another
Van Dyke.
2 weeks.
Yeah, for another 2 weeks. Then it's over, dude.
And it's done.
Oh, damn! You're moving
This
November
long run.
1st. That's
Yeah, it's 2
I didn't
weeks from
realize
now.
how soon that is.
Yeah, dog. I'm
It's
excited.
the 21st today.
Yeah.
Holy!
I'm gonna get a feel of that living in the city life, like for real
Do
living
you
in
need
the city life.
do you need help moving stuff?
I might
Yeah.
hit you up. I
What
don't
day
know,
is
we'll
November
see.
1st, man?
I don't know.
Maybe it'll
Checking
still be
the
on
calendar
strike.
right
You
now.
know?
Oh,
It
yeah.
probably will be Wednesday.
It's a Wednesday.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we very well might still be on strike.
Yeah, but no one's moving in here, right?
Not for November. No.
So I don't have to like get right the fuck out.
No.
Yeah, I can do it in a couple trips if I need to. I need to figure out how to get my mattress out.
When's
here.
Brian moving in?
He said early or mid-December.
What? Why aren't you just staying here?
Because we found a place.
Okay. So you're gonna be alone?
I hate.
Yeah, it's just gonna be me, man.
I hate living like that with all my shit in boxes. I wish I could just like, take it out, get my shit going. Like my desk isn't even set up. I've been living like that for the past, 2 months. Feels like shit. And you get a routine going. I just can't wait. Set up all, it'll be my space.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be able to put it. It's kind of a small living room, so I don't know how I'm gonna figure out the podcast. Stitch. I'll probably have to like move a table to the wall and back every time I want to do it.
Do you have a dining room table? No.
Nothing, dude. We have a couch and mattresses. But other than that, no.
Damn.
Yep.
Oh well, figure it out.
Yep. So what's been happening this week? What's been happening in your lives?
Not too much. I've just been standing out front of my school with a picket fence, showing support for my teachers.
Fuck that, dude.
No.
Dude, are they getting paid?
No.
They get paid a little bit, like a lot less, but they do get paid to protest. Yeah.
Okay.
Like back pay.
So,
Really? I thought they didn't get paid.
What's happening in Ontario colleges right now? Jacob could probably explain this the best. So
I don't know. There was a lot of controversy with or a lot of debate between the union and the management between Ontario colleges. And I think they did like a hiring freeze like 2 years ago. So they hired a bunch of full-time teachers. And I know personally at Algonquin College in Ottawa, we had 30% of the teachers were full-time 2 years ago. And now...
It's 19.
Then, what's that?
It's 19, I think.
It's 19 now, yeah. And 2 years ago when they hired all those teachers, they were like, we're not going to hire anymore for 4 years. And so another 2 years of not hiring any more full-time teachers, it's probably going to be like 10 or 15% full-time. And that's pretty obscenely low because they don't get, there's a lot of benefits that they don't get.
They get paid from when they walk into class.
Yeah, that's the biggest.
Which is crazy. They don't get any benefits, no retirement plan. And think about it, only 19% are full time. Like that's bullshit.
So do the full time teachers get benefits?
Yeah.
Okay, so just the part time ones don't.
Well, the biggest thing is that the full time teacher. Well, I don't know if it's the biggest thing, but in my opinion, because the full time teachers get paid salary, and they get paid like I don't know what the baseline is.
Probably $70,000 a year.
Yeah. Right, probably more.
So?
Oh yeah, probably full time teacher. But
yeah, for sure.
I don't know if it'd be $100,000. I think that's a little
pushing.
Yeah, I think it'd be like $60,000 is a lot of money. If that's the baseline, that's where you're just starting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
I don't know.
Of course.
Yeah.
If you're starting, yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. Go on, sir.
But the part-time teachers get paid from, like Kaelan said, when the moment they walk into the classroom, and then when they come out. So they get paid for like 6 or 8 hours a week sometimes.
Yeah.
True.
And their wage is high, but it doesn't even out to a lot of money, especially all the prep time that is required with teaching.
Kaelan was even talking about that in his last podcast. And it's like my mom fucking comes home and she like works all night and doesn't get paid for it, right? Like she works all night to prepare for the next days of class. She doesn't get paid for that prep time.
There's a lot of prep involved.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, yeah.
And the other thing is like, I feel like, I'm working part-time at that podcast studio. It's like, I can't really go get a full-time job because I feel like I'm going to take away from that. So if teachers are working part-time at a school, they can't really go get a 9 to 5 because they have class and they have to teach at 2 p.m. on Wednesday.
I think it affects the quality of education too. Only having 19% of teachers full-timers. I think it does.
I don't know. Maybe there's more focus if you only teach 2 classes a week and like you can really sit down and prepare for those. And I don't know. I don't
have the answer.
Yeah, I don't know if the quality of the teaching would be different, but
I'm sure there's good.
It might because they don't feel valued.
Yeah,
like that would be the only thing. Like, I'm not. Even though it's a very noble job, so you should feel value in yourself, even if you're doing it. But I don't know.
Yeah,
my buddy was talking to me about it though, and it was an interesting thought. So he compared unions to monopolies. He compared unions to monopolies in business.
How so? How do you figure? I think it's to kind of stop monopolies because you're giving somebody bargaining rights.
Yeah, but union is the monopoly.
How?
Because it has all power. So do you think union, where is the balance we have to find with union, like the amount of power unions have between like the government and like how much power do they have within the whole system?
Well, it seems to me like during the last strike, the union lost because they did a strike that lasted 13 business days. And then the government was like, okay, you guys have made your point, but you're still not getting what you wanted, and you have to go back to work. You can't strike anymore. Or these like.
And they forced them back.
Yeah. Maybe they came to some kind of middle ground, but they were still like, you're not gonna get what you want, but you have to go back to work.
You know what's crazy, man?
What?
My mother was telling me the other day that my grandfather, I never met him.
Yeah.
But and it was my mom and them are from a small town, and she was telling me that my grandpa was so pro-union that I don't know the full story, I forget, but like he wasn't happy. Him and his coworkers weren't happy, and they went out at night and like burnt down some like campsites and shit.
Wow, that's some shit that happened back in the day.
Yeah,
but see, it's a good point because even 80 years ago, there needed to be unions because it was so outrageous. The workers' rights just were not there. Even back in the Industrial Revolution, like 200 years ago,
it was way worse.
Oh, way worse. That's where the union stepped in, and that's where like they needed to happen because if you break your arm, you're a 40-year-old man trying to support your family. You break your arm, you're not getting anything. You're just like, oh, you're not going to work tomorrow, and you can't work. So that's why unions need to step up and be like, hey, this person deserves compensation. They worked for you and now they can't, but there needs to be some sort of way they can support their family. But now it's kind of different. Now the market really, like you're not going to go to a job that doesn't give you benefits. You know what I mean? I guess some people don't really have a choice in certain situations, but is there going to be a time, do you think, in the future where unions have too much power?
I don't know. I think the system will probably be tweaked as it goes along. I think unions are a great system, though.
Stands up for the workers' rights, 100%. I just feel like for this, it's like there's just too much at risk for teachers' unions because you do have a bunch of students. You got two right in front of me right here that you're not at school right now. You're not getting reimbursed for what you get. And you're wasting your time.
But that further goes to show the importance that their role has in society. So why wouldn't you compensate them a little more heavily?
Oh. Yeah, no, I agree. I definitely agree.
But I see where you're coming from as well, because like I'm pissed about it, obviously.
Yeah.
I definitely agree. They need to be, but there needs to be less mediocre teachers.
Yeah.
It needs to be, I don't know. I think teachers should probably get paid as much as doctors. That's possible. It's a noble job. I don't know who said that. You said that, or Luke said that.
It is a crazy job. Like
we talked about
very
it before.
Important job.
Well, unbelievably important. That can change a child's life. Fuck that. Look at this kid over here. You gonna do some mime moves for us, bro?
What? Some mime moves?
I got the shirt.
Oh, that's the shirt.
Yeah, so nothing else new.
Eminem's freestyle.
Oh, yeah. Did you listen to that, Jacob?
Yeah.
What was your political thoughts on that? What were your thoughts on it in general as a not hip hop fan?
What my thoughts on what's right?
Eminem's freestyle.
I thought it was really well done. It I don't know. I'm surprised more rappers haven't already capitalized on that because obviously not a lot of, well, I'd assume not a lot of people who are really into the rap culture are very into Donald Trump at all.
What do you mean capitalize on it though?
Because I haven't really heard any rappers
Fuck
come
Donald
out.
Trump.
Yeah, come out and be
YG.
like, you know.
Yeah, but that's.
But do you think Eminem capitalized on that?
It seems like Well, that's kind of what Kaelan was saying to me, that the album that he's going to drop is probably going to be like
Well, I don't know. I don't.
Yeah. No, it's definitely like album promo. Definitely, there's not a coincidence that he dropped this crazy freestyle and has an album coming out next month.
Yeah, but Eminem doesn't need to do that. Like Eminem's gonna sell 1 million first week, regardless.
But that's the best way to do it. Like,
that's
what I mean. He doesn't even need to do.
But that's why I'm questioning if it's capitalizing on it, because I look at it as half of Eminem's fans are probably fucking dirt or ditch digging rednecks. Like, you know what I mean? Like, hey there, you know, two trailer park girls go around the outside. Like, I feel like he really polarized a lot of his fan base by doing that. I bet he did gain a lot of attention from one side, but I bet he really, when he said, if you're a fan of mine and you're a supporter of his, a line in the, I draw a line in the sand, you're either for or against. That's like a huge statement, because I don't bet, because I know half of the fucking kids who listen to Eminem are in that mindset of Donald Trump is the greatest motherfucker. I think that line there is one of
the coolest things.
Unbelievable.
Like, ever said.
Unbelievable.
That was really clever.
That's why that's why I don't know. He definitely did capitalize it. He definitely did like use the platform for what it was meant for.
And I love sitting back and watching that as a Canadian. I love that shit.
Yeah.
I would just assume that a brand like Eminem would probably know his fan base enough to, like, I don't know, I'm just making assumptions.
But that's Eminem. He's always been controversial. He's always.
Just to know that, like, how many of his fans would be Trump supporters, or I don't know.
Yeah, I just think a lot, because all the white kids listen to him. All the white kids who don't listen to rap listen to Eminem. They don't listen to fucking Biggie or Tupac or other hip hop artists, but they listen to Eminem, like, religiously too. These kids with fucking short hair living in, like, I'm like Eminem.
Yeah.
So it's just interesting.
Who knows, man?
It's hard for us to tell too, because there are not a lot of Trump supporters in Canada.
I've seen a couple.
I've met a few.
Yeah.
But just a few.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I think they're more, you know, it didn't seem like there were many Trump supporters in the US because they were all in the closet.
That's true.
So I feel like there's a lot of Trump supporters in the closet in Canada, and it's going to be really fucking visible as soon as Jagmeet Singh starts his federal campaign.
Yeah, he won the nomination.
Yeah.
The NDP.
What's going on?
So Jagmeet Singh is the NDP leader, the Sikh guy who wears a turban.
Okay.
So there's going to be, just that alone is going to create so much controversy. And there's going to be people who are coming out of the woodworks that'll be like, fuck this shit. Like, he's not Canadian, blah, blah, blah. I bet we'll see that so much more. We're just going to be another example of fucking closet bigots.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate.
It is unfortunate. It's embarrassing.
But he's the youngest. It's interesting.
He's got a big fan base. He's got... Remember that guy? Were you talking about it on the podcast? When you're like a huge social media presence. That crazy dude.
Oh, yeah. Great fucking George.
But who gives a shit if he's wearing a turban, man?
A lot of people, bro.
Yeah, but that's fuck you.
Well, exactly. Well, we'll see. We'll see the people. I bet there's a lot of people who will be like, that's not okay.
You're wearing, fuck those people, man.
I saw somebody saying you're wearing your religion on your head. And I was like, everybody fucking wears their religion everywhere. People have cross chains.
So fucking what?
No, exactly. You're not allowed to wear a fucking cross on your neck through a chain because you're wearing your religion on your chest. No, that would never happen. No one would ever say that about a Christian person wearing a cross. So it's just fucked. But it's crazy because he's the youngest leader to ever run. And there was New Zealand's prime minister who just got elected 2 days ago or yesterday. She's like 30 something. It's all young people. Who was the guy who got elected in France?
Oh, Marcon, or what's his name?
Yeah, Macron. Yeah. So, but it's so interesting. Justin Trudeau, I think, was the first example of that in the world. Like, kids, young people are coming out and voting now more because we have access to information like we never did before.
Yeah.
Like, we use social media. We're actually interested in this shit now. So it's just, I don't know. I didn't live back I'm not 30 right now, so I didn't know what it was like voting pre-social media. But it's interesting. What do you think will happen when our generation like takes over? Like politically, our generation, there's no more people over 70 right now that'll be in power. Or do you think it's better to have a young leader or an old leader?
Old leaders.
Why?
Well, I don't think one's better than the other.
Yeah.
I think young leaders can be better.
Yeah.
But actually, yeah, I wouldn't say old leaders over young leaders, but I would just say I definitely wouldn't make the assumption that there's not going to be any leaders over 70.
Yeah.
Whoever fits in his shoes, man. I don't care how old you are.
But do you think
I don't have the answer.
Do you think there's relevancy to being a part of culture that is important when being a leader? Like people who, let's say, fucking what's this goofy ass motherfucker in the White House? Little short guy. Jeff Sessions. All right. Marijuana is the devil's lettuce.
Yeah, I hate Jeff Sessions.
So he's not a part of the culture at all. He's not aware of shit that is actually going on in our lives and people's lives.
Yeah.
So is that relevant when being a leader? Do you have to be a part of the culture?
I think you have to be connected to your
Audience?
audience, yeah.
You want to call it that?
I was going to use that word, yeah.
So, like, yeah, because, I don't know, I loved Bernie Sanders. Who knows what would have happened if... Would have been a different world if he was president right now. Weird. Think about how weird that is. Different dimension, different timeline.
Yeah. Whoa.
But he was an old dude. And he was still relevant with the culture. And he had a voice and he had a message. So it's interesting. I don't know.
I'll be honest with you, I supported him.
Yeah.
But I didn't follow up on him too much. But that Killer Mike interview with him is so good.
Man, that changed my entire life.
I watched that one too, actually.
When they were in the barbershop, changed my entire life.
That's really good.
That was really good.
I credit the Killer Mike to all my political motivations.
Yeah. That's
Not views,
go
but-
watch that video.
Oh, it's unbelievable. Yeah, that changed. That I remember that moment watching that. I just started watching all this Bernie Sanders shit. Started liking the Young Turks.
This guy was walking around with a Bernie Sanders shirt. I swear to God.
Feeling the burn. But I don't know. He did have radical policies, and I see that now.
Yeah.
But I would still vote for him over any of those other motherfuckers because I felt the genuinity.
Yeah. You got to feel
Even though I'm not American. So I don't know. Yeah, I think we're going to see it. I'm very interested in Canadian politics within the next couple of years because of this Jagmeet Singh thing.
Yeah, I feel you on that.
Yeah,
Interesting.
I hope he goes far.
I do too.
If he's good. If
If
he's good,
got
I
the
hope
right
he goes far.
policies, if he's got the right policies, he's definitely the biggest one we're talking about right now.
Mm-hmm. I like the NDP, man.
I know, me too.
There's a good chance I might
Maybe.
vote for the NDP.
Yeah, same. We'll see what happens. My mom usually votes NDP. Usually. I don't know. We'll see. I'm going to have to do a lot more research and a lot more education than I did the year before. You know, I saw Justin Trudeau and he was like legalizing pot. I was like, well, there's my vote.
Yeah, I think that won a lot of people over.
You got it, bro. Take it.
You think that was some like crazy move being
No, because it was so ready to happen. It's so necessary to happen. It was a crazy move by the Conservatives for saying, no, we're not going to legalize pot.
Yeah,
That's
okay.
way crazier than saying we're going to legalize
That's
it.
true. Even that one woman who was running for the seat for the Conservative, she was like saying she was going to take away what the Liberals have done in terms of pot.
Yeah, like, are you retarded, lady? Like, are you retarded?
Yeah, that was absurd.
Like, do you not know? I could do a way better job than you right now. Way better.
while stoned.
I want to figure out how to get like involved in political campaigns.
Yeah, I feel I actually sent Jagmeet Singh's campaign an email like 6 months ago, and I was like, "Yo, if you
Yo, started out the email like that.
like, sup, Jag, sup, Jag."
Okay, go on.
But I never really heard anything back. I got like it seemed like an automated response.
Yeah, probably.
It was no.
I would just love to be a part of organizing and helping out organize within Ottawa when it comes to that time.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be interesting to be a part of the process.
I agree. How badass is it that Matthias works at Parliament Hill, man?
Pretty crazy. It's pretty sweet.
It was wild.
I bet we have as much power as him, politics wise, but it's still pretty sick.
Yeah. Like, I'm not talking about it.
Doesn't
like
give him an insider.
Yeah, no.
It is pretty sick though.
He's not like a.
I don't Illuminati. Like
I don't even know what he does there. Actually,
I don't mean that. He's probably like an MP assistant or something.
Yeah, probably
Like helps
that.
out.
Yeah,
Helps out with the MPs and shit.
got to get him on a podcast, man.
I know he didn't respond to me. That fucking. It's all my karma coming back to me though.
You've just been curving people.
Well,
People are
I
just
just
curving
am
you.
so bad at it. I'm so bad at responding to people. Like I respond to you, but like not every time, right?
Yeah, not every time.
Exactly, and like we hit each other up all the time.
Yeah.
And I'm even bad with you.
Yeah.
So I'm bad with fucking everybody, and you really need to work on it.
But
I just hate it.
I'm kind of the same way though.
In what aspect?
I'm not as bad as you.
No, I'm bad sometimes.
But it takes a lot to like reach me.
Yeah.
Like my phone's always on do not disturb. If you call me, it goes right to voicemail. You got to call me twice.
Yeah. I love calling too. Calling's my shit. I hate texting.
But yeah, I leave a lot of people hanging.
Because you're sick.
I'm busy, man.
I'm the coolest motherfucker out here.
Yeah, bro. My presence is a present.
Who said that, Jay-Z?
Kanye West.
Oh, I should have figured.
Your top 5 favorite,
That
bro.
egotistical motherfucker. How important is it to be egotistical when being an artist?
I think it's important to think that you're good at what you do.
Yeah, but there's.
I think it's important to be critical of what you do as well, though.
Yeah, it is. But there's a great line where you can just be a prick. Like Kanye West got to the point where he's just like kind of a douche.
He is a douche.
Yeah.
Straight up douche.
I don't really look up to him as a human being.
No, that's the fucking thing. I lose disconnection too. I don't know. People, the big debate and fucking like with hip hop, because people are like, oh, you look for the skilled rappers or whatever, but it's like I don't even get attracted to artists like that. Like I get attracted to artists by who they are as people and like the message behind what they have to say.
Yeah.
Rather than their fucking who can rhyme on 7 different words with 7 other different words. I could give a shit less about that. I think that's totally my fucking, that's kind of reflected in my life too. I don't really give a shit what you do, but if you have a message behind what you do, then I feel like that's powerful.
A good way of putting it. I agree.
I don't know.
But I also appreciate the bars.
Yeah. The music's got to be good.
Yeah. But like you said, like I don't care if you have like all these words rhyming.
Yeah. I really don't care. If it says something that like emotionally
I agree with
affects
you. It's
me,
more important for you to connect to your audience. But like I'll still get impressed by somebody just like coming up with some crazy bars.
Yeah. I've been less connected that way to music.
Mm-hmm. I like both. I do.
Yeah. I just like hearing people talk. And whether it's over a beat or not. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Same. I just love going home after a long day of work and
jerking off.
No. Just sit on my couch and just watching some Alex Jones, buddy.
Oh yeah.
I love it. After that, I just order all his supplements, buddy. All his supplements.
Yo, make so much money off supplements. You know who else made money off supplements? Tim Ferriss.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that was like how he got his shit going.
I can't believe that fucker. Alex Jones. Fuck you, Alex Jones.
Why?
I hate that guy.
He's bringing
man.
truth to the people, bro.
No, I hate that fucker, man.
Bringing truth to the
hate
people.
that guy.
It's crazy.
I hope he listens to. I hope he hears it. Fuck you.
You'd be like, I hate you too.
Man,
you liberal scum.
You're lucky.
Man, if he
You're
said that
lucky
on
I'm
his
not in
show,
the
that'd be
States,
the
buddy.
best publicity.
That'd be sick. No, actually, it probably would be. Maybe.
Did I tell you I was
it's-
driving around and I saw somebody with an InfoWars sticker?
Yeah,
on
you
their
did
bumper.
some of that. Like that InfoWars t-shirt I saw at the gym.
Oh yeah, that was a really funny Snapchat.
Ridiculous.
What was the caption? That was hilarious.
I don't remember.
Something about him getting like pumped by it. Like,
Oh
getting
yeah,
angry.
Alex Jones is his pre-workout. I would see it. You just turn on Alex Jones. Fucking frog's gay. I'm ready. Ready to battle this battle.
Fuck.
Yo, guy's crazy. I just loved that Joe Rogan, Alex Jones. Did you see that? Did you see that one?
The podcast?
Yeah.
I watched the whole thing and I didn't know what the fuck was going on.
That's
So I
so
was like,
funny.
how is Joe Rogan like having this guy on? I
They're
didn't.
buddies.
I know. That's why I didn't understand it because I was like, Joe Rogan, what are you doing, man? Like,
Bro, they're alpha males. They come together every once in a while and smoke a
Joe
little pot.
Rogan's a part of the Illuminati, man.
Yeah, he is. He totally is.
stop.
He's just friends with everybody.
No, he definitely is. Fucking. It was just so funny seeing him just get wasted and smoking joints.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe.
So funny.
I couldn't believe that.
I didn't even inhale.
Yeah, he's being such a bitch about it.
Because he was being a bitch about it because they brought it up in the court.
Yeah, I was gonna say
It
he was
was-
in like a lawsuit, and then
It was during his divorce. It wasn't
Yeah.
even a lawsuit. It was
yeah.
the custody of his children. Like, I just like to test it out every once a year to make sure it's safe for the public. I don't want it too strong.
Shut up. Oh my god.
The guy's ridiculous. He has a lot of power, though.
oh yeah,
Oh, a lot of power. Unbelievable amounts of power.
he really does.
When is TV gonna die? When is that shit gonna be over? Do you think it'll ever be over?
No,
5
not
years.
really. I don't know, man. It'll change. Actually, maybe yeah.
5 years. Ooh, that's bold.
4 years.
Radio's still not dead.
I was gonna say it could go another like 20.
People
or
thought
30
radio
years.
was this is radio. If you think about it, this is a different form of radio, but this is radio. So it's like shit can still be accessible. I remember hearing like a year ago, like, okay, YouTube is not going to be the biggest thing anymore because we're going to want to see things live. Like live streaming is going to be a big thing, Instagram live, blah, blah, blah. But Twitch now is just coming up. We were talking about this the other day, were you?
Mhm.
Were we?
Yeah, me and you.
And live streaming, I think, is going to be the biggest thing. And I think once
Live streaming has been the biggest thing though. Like it's been popular.
Yeah, but now it's like really, really popular. Like Twitch is huge. But I think that's the platform that TV is going to have to switch over to in order to stay relevant. Like if Fox did a live stream on Twitch or made their own website or made their own shit available on the internet rather than having to buy a package or a bundle of TV from Belcan or whatever the fuck you choose to.
Yeah, it's weird. I don't know where it's heading. I don't know where television is heading.
It's gonna be strange when the different types of fucking media. But I don't know. It all comes back to its roots eventually. Like we're talking in front of microphones right now.
I definitely think the cable companies will always be around. The stations.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Why?
Because they just have so much money they could rebrand into, and especially if they made something that improved on cable.
So you're saying they're too big to fail?
Yeah.
But a lot of big companies have
But
failed.
not that they're too big to fail. They have too big of a following to fail.
But so did radio.
No, but it's different. He's
Why?
right. Because
The brand recognition that like CNBC has, or like, I don't know. it's
Yeah,
just
but
such a
Alex
big-
Jones has crazy brand recognition.
Yeah, but like, I bet way more people know what CNBC is than.
I don't know. Oh, well, of the older generation, of course.
no, man. That doesn't even
100%.
compare.
If you
Alex
ask,
Jones has a big following, but like he's not.
if you
coming
ask
close.
any millennial who Alex Jones was, they'd know.
No.
If you ask
No,
100%.
I don't
No,
think so.
I don't
Yeah,
think so. at all.
100%.
I don't think so. No.
I almost guarantee it.
No.
I almost guarantee it.
I bet a lot of people listening won't even know who Alex Jones is. Not a lot, maybe like half.
He's all over the place. Whether they know what he stands for, whether they understand his content fully, the people will know that name. But people over 50 aren't going to know.
Yeah.
It takes time. I don't know. I was talking to Luke about this huge, fucking, this is another huge topic. Fucking, how do you, I don't even know how I got to where I was going to say this. What were we just talking about? You distracted me.
We're
with
turning
that.
about how every form of radio and entertainment in the future is going to be people like Alex Jones. Alex Jones is taking over the world.
I don't even remember how I was going to link this. I'm pissed.
Me neither. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Man.
I was about to go off on a tangent. I could feel it coming. I was revving up and then I stalled. What Jake said last night was so funny. You're burnt out? Well, burn right back in it. Just hammered. So funny. Yeah, that was just a change of mood. Talking about, did you know the Soviet Union raped and pillaged all of Germany?
Yeah, man. The Soviet Union was like, people think that like, well, I'm not comparing them. They're both evil, but like they're as bad as like the fucking Nazis. Man.
Oh, 100%.
Like that's not discussed enough.
100%.
They don't teach that.
But don't you? But why not?
I don't know. I don't know.
They don't teach it in Russia, I think is the main thing, because they teach the Holocaust in Germany a lot.
They shove it in their face.
Revise on that a lot, yeah. And in
I'm talking
Russia,
about our
though,
education. Though.
Yeah, I feel you. But I think that that's a reflection, like how they're taught there about their history and how we learn about their history.
I just think that what happened in Russia it's not discussed enough.
We don't
No, I
really
agree.
talk much about our genocides
No, we don't.
or
that's
our
true.
Japanese internment camps during World War II. Like, we don't really touch on that. But Luke was telling me, he's got some interesting points of view. I shouldn't say points because I don't agree with a lot of what he says. But that's all
You're
right.
just gonna call him out here.
Well, fuck. I love you.
All right, Luke, buddy, listen up.
He says that it's pushed too much in their face in Germany what the Nazis did in their past, and he feels like they're made to feel too sorry about it. It's like white people and slavery, that whole argument, you know what I mean? Like it's too, like you're too chastised about the fact that you shouldn't feel as if you are guilty. Like you shouldn't feel white guilt because there was slavery back in the day. You shouldn't feel guilty as a German that Hitler killed 6 million Jews. What do you think about that?
I think they should feel guilt, but not in a sense that like we are German, we are somehow responsible.
Yeah.
But I think like the human race as a whole should not feel guilt,
That's
but
interesting.
reflect on it. Because man, like you could have been a Nazi.
Yeah, me and Lou. I was just saying that we watched.
Like
Schindler's
you
List.
don't know where you would have been.
That's
like,
very true. Oh, you
like-
could have been a Nazi or you could have been a Jew. You like
Yeah,
in a
man.
different
Like, it's a
life.
different
One
time.
of us could have been fucking starving in Auschwitz.
So who knows? So maybe he's right about Russians like being faced with too much guilt, but
No, Nazi or
humanity.
Germans.
Germans,
face it.
sorry. But like, yeah, I think like humans should just reflect on that as a whole.
Yeah.
And feel some shame. I don't know. I don't want to use that word. Not feel some shame, but like reflect on what happened.
See, is shame bad? Is shame a motivator? Because this is like something that goes through my mind all the time. Fucking, I was talking to
There's
Chris
a lot
Hawes.
of different types of shame.
I was talking to Chris Hawes on the way. I was like, he's like, you shouldn't fat shame people. Like no one, like it's just not okay. I was like, that would you like? It's not healthy. It's not healthy to be overweight. Like you're gonna die. You're gonna die of a heart attack, or you're gonna die of something.
No, but
like
define fat shaming.
I don't know. What whoever, I guess shame can be taken differently, but like, hey, bro, you're fat. You should go and do something about it.
Is that your place though to say that?
If someone was doing heroin, I was like, bro,
All right,
you
you're right.
should
That was your
stop
point. That was your
doing
point.
heroin.
You're right.
I wouldn't say that to a random motherfucker because like that's just not
of course.
my.
But like that's the thing. I would never go around saying like.
But then Chris,
you're fat as fuck, man. Like lose some weight. You ever hear of Atkins? Like,
and then he'd look at you and be like, bro, thank you.
yeah, like I would never. I would never
that.
do that. I would never do that.
No, because Chris Hawes was talking to me about it, and he's
Let
like,
people figure out their own shit.
shame is never a motivator, never. And then I thought about it. Me and Luke had this interesting conversation, and it was he's saying guilt causes self-reflection, and shame causes self-reflection, and that's what makes you better. So I totally disagree with him that shame is never a motivator. I think it is a total motivator. It's not healthy. It's not a healthy starting point for that process of getting better and being self-aware. But it is something real that gets you there, I think.
Yeah, I think I definitely agree that shame is important. It's a good self-motivator.
100%.
Yeah, insane.
Because the only time you feel shame is when you know that you've done something wrong.
Exactly. And you understand you did something wrong and you're reflecting on what you did was wrong.
Mm-hmm.
And I think being overweight, I wouldn't say it's wrong morally, but it's wrong for your health. It's wrong for your life. This is my personal opinion.
Yeah.
Fat shaming.
I feel like there's so many variables and there's so many things to put into account that it's like, it's hard to.
I think that people fat shame in ways that aren't productive.
Yeah. People are dicks. People are malicious.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I definitely agree. There's a difference between motivating, I guess, and attacking somebody.
Yeah, most definitely.
So I definitely don't think you should attack someone on it. But it was just I definitely feel shame is an important factor. Shame, disappointment of yourself helps you get to where you want to go. And if you are afraid to feel that shame, then you're never going to change.
Mm-hmm.
Which is the thing that I think should happen. Like, it shouldn't be like, oh yeah, it's okay to be overweight. It's like, no, you're going to die.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to have a heart
definitely
attack. Like, you should want to change that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
But that's, at the end of the day, that's all up to the individual. Like, let's say somebody is like ashamed of their weight, then it's up to them.
Yeah.
To have a drive, you know? Like shaming others, that doesn't do shit. You're right about the heroin. If I see somebody do heroin, I'm going to be like, you're an idiot. Stop doing heroin.
Yeah.
But like, people need to like be driven, man.
Yeah. I guess there is
like other people's opinions are so irrelevant.
Yeah.
Fuck other people.
The other context is like, I guess there is mental health issues that come with, because I don't think if you're doing heroin, you're just doing it for fun and you're just hanging out doing heroin. There's obviously some mental.
There's too many variables to speak on.
And I'm sure that's the same for eating.
Yeah.
People probably eat because they're sad or eat because they're, that's how they emotionally handle it. Instead of shooting up heroin or smoking a cigarette, they go and eat a Tootsie Roll or something. Something sweet like that. I don't know. I like to be shamed, especially in bed. Shit on my face.
What the fuck?
All right, we gonna cut it out there.
You want to?
All right, ladies.
Anything else to say? Or 45 minutes.
You want to do longer? I don't know. Is that
I don't give a shit. What? Anything else? Anyone want to bring up?
I'd like to wish all the viewers a fantastic day.
Have a good strike.
Okay, listeners,
Have a
yeah,
good strike.
have a good reading week.
Have a good
For
strike.
all Algonquin, pray to God Ottawa U doesn't go on strike. You know, looking out for all the students here. Fuck the teachers. Yeah.
You just scratched out the past
I was
hour
gonna say,
of discussion.
like that's pretty much the
Stop.
point we've been trying to.
You know what? Life is a contradiction, all right? Life is a contradiction. Yeah. Peace.